World War II, spanning from 1939 to 1945, saw the involvement of most of the world's nations and led to an astonishing 70 to 85 million deaths. To give you an idea, that's nearly 3% of the global population at that time. This era also marked the first use of nuclear weapons in warfare. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States in 1945 left these cities in ruins. Did you know the United States manufactured over 300,000 aircraft during the war? That's more than 10 times the number of planes it had at the beginning. The Allies' success in intercepting and decoding enemy communications was pivotal to their victory. World War II also introduced radar technology, aiding Allied forces in detecting enemy aircraft and ships. The Blitz, a German bombing campaign against the United Kingdom in 1940 and 1941, caused widespread devastation and loss of life. On the home front, women played a crucial role in the war effort, taking on jobs traditionally held by men. The D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944, marked a turning point in the war. This operation paved the way for the liberation of Paris and ultimately the defeat of Nazi Germany. The war also revealed the horrors of the Holocaust, where 6 million Jews and millions of others were systematically murdered. The Battle of Kursk in 1943 was the largest tank battle in history, involving nearly 6,000 tanks. This colossal clash took place between July and August of that year, primarily between German and Soviet forces. The battle began with Operation Citadel, a German offensive designed to encircle and destroy Soviet forces in the Kursk salient. What followed was a brutal and intense struggle, with both sides suffering heavy losses. The battlefield was a chaotic scene of smoke, fire, and metal. The Battle of Kursk was a turning point in World War II, signaling the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. The lessons learned from Kursk would shape tank tactics and strategies for years to come. While the Battle of Kursk was raging on the Eastern Front, an entirely different kind of warfare was being waged across the Pacific. Did you know that Japan launched over 9,000 balloon bombs during World War II? These weapons, known as Fugo, were designed to traverse the Pacific Ocean and cause chaos on the American mainland. Between November 1944 and April 1945, Japan released these balloon bombs with the hope of igniting forest fires, causing panic, and diverting American resources from the war effort. Despite the initial success of some balloons reaching North America, the overall impact of the Fugo campaign was limited. Many balloons were lost at sea or failed to reach their targets. The story of Japan's balloon bombs is a fascinating chapter in the annals of unconventional warfare. The Battle of Stalingrad saw some of the fiercest urban warfare ever recorded in history. This monumental clash spanned from August 1942 to February 1943, marking a turning point in World War II. Stalingrad, named after Joseph Stalin, became the symbolic heart of the conflict. German forces aimed to capture the city and secure the oil fields in the Caucasus. The turning point came in November 1942 with Operation Uranus, a counter-offensive that trapped the German Sixth Army. By February 1943, the German Sixth Army was forced to surrender. The battle resulted in staggering casualties, with over 2 million dead, wounded, or missing. While the Battle of Stalingrad was a defining moment on the Eastern Front, another harrowing episode of World War II was unfolding in Leningrad. The 872-day siege of Leningrad began in September 1941 and lasted until January 1944. Encircled by German and Finnish forces, the city was cut off from vital supplies. Residents faced starvation, brutal winter, and relentless shelling. In January 1943, Soviet forces opened a narrow land corridor, allowing some supplies to reach the city. The siege was fully lifted in January 1944, while the siege of Leningrad demonstrated the resilience of a city's inhabitants under extreme conditions. The fake invasion of Norway showcases the cunning and deception strategies used during World War II. Known as Operation Fortitude North, this was a British-led campaign aimed at misleading the Germans about the true location of the Allied invasion. The operation was part of a larger deception strategy, Operation Bodyguard, designed to divert German attention from Normandy, where the actual D-Day landings would occur. Fortitude North specifically focused on convincing the Germans that the Allies were planning to invade Norway. To achieve this, the Allies created an elaborate ruse involving fake radio transmissions, deceptive troop movements, and even inflatable tanks and aircraft. They set up dummy camps and used double agents to feed false information to the Germans. The goal was to make the Germans believe that an invasion force was being assembled in Scotland, poised to strike Norway. The operation was a psychological warfare masterpiece. The Allies even sent out fake reconnaissance missions and had Norwegian resistance fighters spread rumors about an impending invasion. The deception was so convincing that the Germans diverted significant resources to defend Norway, including troops, aircraft, and naval vessels. By keeping German forces tied up in Norway, the Allies were able to achieve a more concentrated and effective assault on Normandy, ultimately leading to the liberation of Western Europe. While the fake invasion of Norway demonstrated the cunning and deception strategies used during World War II, another fascinating story of the era lies not on the battlefield, but in the realm of commerce and industry. This is the tale of Coca-Cola's Nazi alternative. During World War II, international trade was heavily disrupted. The United States and Germany found themselves on opposing sides. This created significant challenges for American companies operating in Germany, including Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola syrup became difficult to obtain in Nazi Germany due to trade embargoes. Max Keith, head of Coca-Cola's operations in Germany, faced a dilemma. Keith and his team created a substitute beverage using apple fiber and whey. The result was Fanta, which quickly gained popularity in Germany. Fanta ensured Coca-Cola's bottling plants remained profitable throughout the war. After the war, Fanta re-entered the global market, becoming one of Coca-Cola's most successful brands. The story of Coca-Cola's Nazi alternative is a testament to human creativity and resilience. Stay curious and keep exploring history.
Thank you so much for watching. In this channel you can find more videos about intriguing facts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. If you press the bell in the upper right corner, it will alert you about new video. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Meanwhile, you can press any of those videos and start watching them straight away. See you in the next one.